Hey there, my name is Kayla and I am the face behind Bright in the Middle. And I am here to tell you all about the Bright in the Middle membership. And it's all about bringing the wow factor to your science classroom. So, you're a science teacher. I want to tell you about how I can help you to make science teaching a walk in the park. And that is whenever your students are internally motivated to learn, when your students actually retain the information that you are teaching them, and when your students are excited to do the work. So, I am a huge believer that all these things can happen when you use the wow factor. And that is when you can get your students to wonder. That is helping your students to want to learn. They are internally motivated to move on to the next thing and learn as much as they can. The second part of the wow factor is overcoming overwhelm. And this is your students overcoming overwhelm because whenever you give them too much information at a time, they end up not learning anything at all. So you want to help whenever you're teaching the content to reduce their cognitive load. And that is what the lessons inside of the Bright in the Middle membership are all about. In addition to that, this third part of the wow factor is to widen your students' knowledge, and this is taking their knowledge beyond what your state standards may require, and helping them to apply the information that they learn. So, how can the Bright in the Middle membership help you bring the wow factor to your science classroom? So, inside the membership, you will see different wonder strategies for almost every topic. So, the one that you see here is inside the molecules to organisms unit. There are different things that you can do to get your students excited about learning. So, this is just a snapshot, but there are some for every unit, and they include so many different ideas. In addition, there are 20 bingeable wonder trainings that you can check out, such as how to use post it notes to engage your students, going outside, different activities, and all of these things can be used for any single topic that you want to teach to get your students internally motivated to learn. Next, and one of the biggest portions of the membership are the interactive lessons. And currently, there are over 143 interactive lessons for almost every topic that you can think of. And if there is a topic that you do not see inside the membership, you can request what you would like to see next. And inside the membership, you have access to anything that I add at any time. So, what are these interactive lessons? Well, they are the things that are going to help reduce your student cognitive load, ultimately helping your students to retain content. These include starting simple and progressing in difficulty as you go throughout the lesson. Another thing is chunking information and segmenting that information. And that is one of the biggest things about these interactive lessons because you are given a piece of content, and then after that piece of content, students are given a question that helps them to process that information, ultimately helping them to remember the content. Along with these other steps, there are so many things that can help your students retain content inside these interactive lessons. Another thing that I want to share is inside each of those interactive lessons, you have a pre assessment that will help to activate your students' prior knowledge. This could be a KWL, this could be an anticipation guide, or something else. And as I mentioned, there are interactive activities embedded in these lessons to formatively assess student understanding of the material as they are going over it. The science content in these lessons is also on a middle school level, so it's not too simple and it's not too difficult. It is just right. In addition, in these lessons, you have a paper version if you would like. There is a digital version in both PowerPoint and Google Slides, and there are guided Cornell notes. So whether or not you are teaching virtual, you are homeschool, you like to do direct instruction, you like to have a flipped classroom, there are so many options for what best fits your classroom. This here is just a sneak peek of all of the lessons inside the membership and all of the units. So you have your living organisms, you have energy, genetics, you have atmosphere, you have microbiology, and so on. So I will let this play out so you can see the rest. Last but not least, the last part of the wow factor is widening your student knowledge. And inside the membership, there are also tons of things that can help your students apply what they have learned, as well as extend their knowledge beyond what your state standards may require, because it never hurts to learn a little bit more. So, some of these things include gallery walks, there are hands on activities, labs, stations, things of that sort. There are worksheets, there are task cards, there are projects, and like the interactive lessons, I'm constantly adding new things to the membership, and I do take requests. So, in addition to those whiting activities, I also include a limited time bonus every month. There is a template that you can use for any topic that will help widen your students' knowledge. And once you are inside the membership, I will send you the link to our Facebook group. This is the Bright in the Middle membership community. This is where I update you on the changes that are being made all the time inside the membership, as well as a place where you can ask me questions and ask like-minded science teachers just like you how to use the resources in the classroom, along with other things, anything dealing with teaching middle school science. So if you have any questions about the membership or just want to connect, you can contact me in any way. I'm on like all of the social media channels, easy to get up with. So just let me know. And if you want to join us at brightinthemiddle.com/join. And I look forward to seeing you in there. And as always, shine bright and have a fabulous day.